Welcome to Smart Crypto, the channel where you will learn how to make money in the crypto market. Hi, my name is Luke, and before exploring the money-making possibilities of Bitcoin, we will talk in this video about what Bitcoin is and how it's created. So, what is Bitcoin? People refer to Bitcoin as cryptocurrency, digital currency or virtual currency. But I prefer to think of it as a digital asset. Bitcoins are digital assets whose ownership is recorded on a digital ledger. This ledger is updated simultaneously on about 10,000 independently operated computers or nodes around the world that connect with each other. This digital ledger is called the Bitcoin's blockchain. These digital assets are used in a peer-to-peer electronic payment system, whereby all transactions are recorded and shared publicly. Hence, all Bitcoin are traceable, but ownership remains anonymous. How does Bitcoin work? To understand how Bitcoin works and why it works, it's important to keep in mind the objective: to create an electronic payment system that cannot be censored and allow anyone the ability to send payments directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Instead of names, account numbers and passwords, the Bitcoin uses public keys as the account number and digital signatures or private keys as the password. Remember, a public key is derived from a private key, which is a number or a message picked at random. So a Bitcoin account number or address is created by picking a random number, your private key, and doing some math on it to get your public key, and the Bitcoin address is derived from your public key. When you send a payment instruction, you digitally sign the transaction with your private key, and the signature proves to the administrator or the peer-to-peer network of bookkeepers that the instruction is indeed coming from you, the account holder. In order to process these pending transactions, they are grouped in blocks. Blocks are limited as to how much transaction data you can squeeze into a block. In Bitcoin, this limit is 1 megabyte, and the blocks are created every 10 minutes on average. A block is created by a game of chance that runs over the entire computer network. For Bitcoin, this game of chance is called proof of work. So, in short, every block creator takes a bunch of pending transactions and builds a block out of them using the Bitcoin core software. Then a number is added to the block's data, and after running the software program, a cryptographic hash is created. A hash is just a number, and each block refers to the previous block by its hash. Block creators must include the previous block hash number in the block they are creating. This is the chain of blocks, or blockchain. The rule of Bitcoin's proof of work game of chance says if the hash of the block is smaller than a target number, then the block is considered valid, and you win the game. The smaller the target number, the more difficult the game becomes. If more blocks are needed because transactions are increasing, then the target number increases, and vice versa. The network is beautifully self-balancing. But what if your hash is bigger than the target number? Then you have to change the number that you added to the block's data and start all over again. This process is called mining. As a reward, the winner is paid with a number of new bitcoins, and that is how bitcoins are created. Over time, the reward is getting smaller and smaller. That is called halving. The maximum number of bitcoins created ever is limited to just under 21 million. The last bitcoin is expected to be created around the year 2140. So mining is not solving difficult mathematical problems as is widely described in the media. Hashing is easy, but boring. The mining process is computationally expensive in terms of hardware and electricity usage. To end this video, some interesting factual details. Around 80% of the total mining power is controlled by 3 Chinese companies, and a large part of the chip production, called ASICs, needed for the mining is also controlled by these same Chinese companies. And surprise, almost 90% of all bitcoins is owned by fewer than 1% of the bitcoin addresses, just the same as in the non-crypto world. The first 50 bitcoins were created on January 3rd, 2009. In 2010, an American programmer offered to pay 10,000 bitcoins to anyone who would deliver him a pizza. At today's prices, this would be a $400 million pizza. On June 20th, 2011, the first merchant transaction accepting Bitcoin happened in Room 77, a Berlin-based fast food restaurant. Most probably, Satoshi Nakamoto is not an individual, but a group of people with similar political views wishing to stay anonymous, and that is a good thing. What should you remember from this video? First, a Bitcoin is a digital asset that can be bought or sold, can be used as a payment in a transaction, or can just be stored. 2. New Bitcoins are generated as a reward for the creation of blocks, which store transaction data on the Bitcoin's blockchain. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in finding out more, be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Thanks for watching. In life and well-being, see you in our next video.